Hi everyone, this is Joe and welcome to another episode of Joe DeRay's Cooks. Today I am making coqauvin with 2 sides, mashed potatoes and roasted Brussels sprouts. This is possibly my favorite dish of all time. It's certainly a favorite here at home. We actually have guests coming over tonight, and if they're not too shy to go on camera, they might be my tasters as well. It's a very time-consuming recipe with a lot of prep work, but it's going to be worth it in the end because it is an amazing, amazing meal. So without further ado, let's stop talking and let's start cooking. For the mashed potatoes, I get russet potatoes. I'm going to peel them and cut them up into small pieces. You basically want to cut them into small pieces, not too small so that they're tiny, but just small enough that they can cook faster. Like that size is pretty good. This is basically the size you want to cut them to. So we're going to do the Brussels sprouts next. What you want to do is you want to cut off the end. Just cut the Brussels sprout in half and you put it in your baking dish. Next you drizzle olive oil. You just want to coat it just enough. You don't want to put too much in it, then it gets very soupy and liquidy. You don't want that. Generously add salt and pepper. And I love to use my secret ingredient, my favorite spice, Tuscany Spice Blend. And if you go to my Instagram page, you'll find their website if you'd like to order some. I highly recommend it. You can use it on vegetables, on chicken, steak, fish, really anything. Now you mix it up. I like to use my hands. Make sure you wash your hands first. Always important to work with clean hands. I'm going to start with 1/2 pound of bacon and cut them up into small slices. One large onion finely chopped. Mince 5 cloves of garlic. Peel 1 large carrot and cut it into 1/4 inch rounds. Next up, get 2 celery stalks and cut them into 1/4 inch pieces. You take 1 pound of cremini mushrooms and you want to cut them into small pieces. To make the coqauvin, the first step, in a large, heavy bottom sauce pot or Dutch oven, over medium heat, cook the bacon until it renders all its fat and it's crispy. This will take about 8 minutes.
give me bacon.
All right, these look ready. So you want to remove the bacon with a slotted spoon and set it aside.
Bacon. I love bacon.
Pat the chicken pieces dry with paper towels, and you want to season them generously with salt and pepper. Add the chicken seasoned to the hot bacon fat, and you want to do it maybe in 2 or 3 batches so you avoid overcrowding. And you cook it until it's browned on all sides, about 10 minutes total. Now this first batch is done. You're going to set it aside. And then you put in your second batch. We set off the alarm. Don't! Okay, so the last batch is done. Let's set this aside. To the hot fat, we're going to add the onions, the garlic, the carrots, and the celery. We want to cook these until they're golden brown for about 5 minutes. Next step is add the tomato paste, 3 tablespoons. Now you add the wine, the chicken stock, thyme sprigs, and the bay leaf. You're also going to add the chicken. Now I made more chicken pieces than the recipe calls for because, well, with guests coming over, I just want to make sure we have enough. I'm going to add a little bit more of the chicken stock. And some more wine. I sound like Julia Child. More wine. You're going to raise the heat to high. And when the mixture begins to boil, now we reduce the heat to low. We cover it. And we let it go for 40 minutes. While the chicken is cooking for 40 minutes, I have the water boiling with the potatoes inside, so this will be nice and ready soon. With the oven preheated at 450, throw in the Brussels sprouts, and you want to throw them in there for about 30-35 minutes until it's nice and crispy. While the chicken is stewing, you want to heat the butter in a large skillet over medium heat. Then you add the mushrooms and cook until they release all their juices and they're lightly browned, about 8 minutes. Guests are here! Say hi to the camera. You're on the next episode of Joe DeRay's Cooks. Do I have permission?
Yeah.
You have to sign a release form too.
That's true.
Okay. Now you add the mushrooms.
mushroom, I tell you what I'd do. I would take that mushroom and split it in two. Oh, if I had a mushroom, I'd tell you what I'd do.
Okay, coqauvin is done. Look at that. Brussels sprouts and the mashed potatoes. Ready to be served. So our guests tonight are Paula and Rob. Paula is my cousin, and Rob, her wonderful husband, who is really looking forward to the mashed potatoes. And you all know Jen. So this is the first time we've had guests. Welcome to the show.
Thank you.
And let me know what you think.
Okay.
Absolutely. Looks fabulous.
Delicious.
Of course, I'm going for the mashed potatoes first.
Okay.
Mashed potatoes are amazing. Wonderful.
It's delicious.
Great job, Joe. Delicious.
Compliments to the chef.
Mm-hmm.
It's perfectly
Cheers to the
cooked.
chef. Cheers to the chef. Oops. Okay. Cheers to the chef. Cheers to you guys. Thanks for coming.
No, cheers to
Cheers.
you. Thank you. Cheers.
Right, so there you have it. We have our first guests on the show, and I am really looking forward to having this because I've been slaving for like, what time is it now? Anyway, like 5 hours. So bon appetit. If you decide to make this at home, let me know how it came out. If you tried anything different, go on my YouTube page. I also have an email if you guys are interested. It's joederayscooks@gmail.com. Bye, everybody.
I didn't know you had an email.
Bam bam, mon ça se passe, j'ai sur mon lit à bouffer sa langue en buvant prends mon whisky quant à moi, peu dormi, vide et bris, mais j'ai dû dormir dans la gouttière où j'ai eu un flash. En 4 couleurs. Allez hop, un matin, une louloute est venue chez moi, poupée de cellophane, cheveux chinois, un sparadrap, une gueule de bois, a bu ma bière dans un grand verre en caoutchouc. Comme un indien dans son igloo. Ça plane pour moi. Ça plane pour moi. Ça plane pour moi. Moi. Ça plane pour moi. Ça plane pour moi. Allez hop, la nana, quel panard, quelle vibration de s'envoyer sur paillasson. Limé, ruiné, vidé, comblé. You are the king of the divan, qu'elle me dit en passant. I am the king of the divan. Ça plane pour moi. Ça plane pour moi. Ça plane pour moi. Moi. Ça plane pour moi. Ça plane pour moi. Allez hop, t'occupe, t'inquiète, touche pas ma planète. It's not today que le ciel me tombera sur la tête et que la colle me manquera.